Hi, I'm Yump. I work for Splatoon Research Labs as an intern, and I've been tasked with my new intern job to find weapons and put them in the new season. And I figured, what better way to try and find new weapons than the landfill, because I feel like there might be something unique in here that we can add for the new season for our players to just have fun and really enjoy the game. Something that everyone can enjoy and have fun with. Oh, wait, I think I found one right here. Yeah, this works. Alrighty, what is quacking, everybody? Welcome to Season of Trash. That's what this is. Oh my god. Have these weapon reveals have been the most dog water disgusting butthole sucking things we have ever seen. Like, there's been some seasons we've had some weapons where we're like, oh man, that sucks. Like two or three of our weapons didn't get good kits, but hey, it's whatever. You know, it's fine. You know, we cope. We cope. This season, no excuse. Oh my god, this season is so bad with the weapon kits. Oh my god. Starting off with these new dualies, very fun, aggressive archetype of weapons. They struggle very heavily though in this game because they need paint on their feet and they're just very, skill oriented. I would say dualies take a lot of effort to get the reward for things that you want, especially learning how to roll and everything. And they put on these hyper aggressive weapons garbage subs. This new dualies, I feel like, is basically dead on arrival because it has ink mine. Why does this have ink mine? Do you not want people to play your new dualies? And like, it has killer whale, which is a very like B tier special. So all of this dualies purpose is to paint bot for killer whale and duel people. Do you know how weird that gameplay is? Why would you do that? Like, if you're gonna play a weapon with killer whale, pick Gal. Like, at that point, you're just gonna play Gal, wall the enemy out, hold space, and then get killer whale and still pressure the enemy with killer whale. Like, that's what you're doing with Gal. This weapon, it does have altering fire modes, but like, why? Why do we need a new dualies archetype? You could have just settled with Galugas, which we'll get into in a second. They put out Galugas today when I'm recording this. So they could have just settled on, hey, we gave Galugas a second kit. Did we really need an alternate firing dualies archetype is the question. Probably not. No, I feel like we didn't need this, but we got it. And they basically said, you like trash? You like mines? Huh? Mines are cool, right? You like that? You want to use our new weapon? No, no one wants to use mines fucking ever. No one ever said, I like mines. Like, no one saw this and was like, yay, mines on a dually. No one ever said that. Like, if this was mines on like a backline, like if this was mines on Explo, I think people would have been fine with that. If mines were on Expo, no one would have been happy, but they would have been like, Expo has mines, that's fine. But my god, like, who thought this was good? Like, this isn't even fun. It's not even a fun kit. Like, why would they do this? And out of the two new weapon subtypes, this Brella is one of the only few weapons in this new update that will be good. And by good, I mean fun. Not comp viable, but just fun and fun to use. And I feel like it definitely will have some, pizzazz. You just saw him hit the marker, boom, shot with the Brella dead. Like, marker combos are so rewarding and so fun. Like, really, I like really cannot express how fun and rewarding marker kills are, like marker main weapon combos are, because marker's a skill shot. So when you hit that skill shot and you get that kill, it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding, especially on Blob and Slosher. It's so good. It feels good. So this is gonna feel good and fun. And that's it. And it has Bubble, and Bubble's pretty good too. You can throw up a Bubble when they have Zuka. If they're really good with their Zukas. Bubble's good at holding off a couple Zuka shots. So Bubble can do some things, okay? Like, this Brella definitely has some oomph to it. So, might see some people using a low-level comp. That's fine. I feel like this Brella is going to be fun to use. This is the only fun thing I've seen. besides New Swiffer. And I'm giving New Swiffer half a point. New Swiffer gets half a point because Zipcaster, while it can work, it's only really going to work on some maps. There's maps that I really struggle to use Zipcaster on because there's just not really a lot of good surfaces to zip to, and people don't stand by those surfaces you can zip to. Like, this weapon does have potential. There's probably going to be people who get those Zipcaster clips. They zip, charge, shot, zip, charge, shot, zip, charge, shot, triple with Zipcaster. Oh my god, such a hype clip. Like, Swiffer also has Auto Bomb, which, you know, it has a lethal. It's got something. It's got Auto Bomb. But I give New Swiffer half a point because there's definitely going to be a couple maps that it will struggle on with Zipcaster. But, you know, we have a fun Swiffer. We give some points to Swiffer, even though probably not going to use it all the time, depending on the rotation. And then we get to the absolute utter garbage, the Gal. Gal Deco Curling Bomb, fine. Had Curling Bomb in S2, perfectly viable. I think Curling Bomb's great for movement with certain weapons. You know, you just throw out Curling Bomb, use it for movement. It's great. It's also good to just throw it down to, like, you know, kind of distract the opponent. You know, they have to, like, worry about a Curling Bomb, you know, coming at them. That's great. They gave this fucking weapon Wall. They gave it Color Screen. I keep calling it Wall and people get confused. Color Screen. They gave it Color Screen. They made this weapon ableist. Like, that's fine. Gal is an absolutely disgusting weapon. It 2 shots. It's really oppressive. Gal is already just a disgusting weapon. So I get not wanting to make the weapon oppressive. You could have given it chumps. You could have gave it chumps. Like, that was an option. You could have given it some weaker specials that it could still utilize, but not be ableist and suck. So, like, it has 2 issues now. People are going to opt out of it, so people aren't going to use Gal Deco. Either because A, it gives them migraines and hurts their head and disorients them in the game, or B, because they can use the opt-in and out feature so they don't have to play against a Gal weapon if people feel like Gal Deco can be useful. So that takes the weapon out of the weapon pool. And also, Color Screen sucks. It sucks. You know what I do now in Color Screen? Because I'm not personally affected by it. I swim through that shit and I fight people. The amount of times I still get kills. Someone used it in the recent Splatfest. They threw a wall down. You know what I did? I said, I don't care. I swam through that shit and got a double kill. That's how bad Wall is. It doesn't matter. It's garbage. You can still see the difference between both ink colors. You can still see people. And just because you hear the sound of sizzling bacon, I don't think me getting hungry is going to make me play less worse. Like, that's... God, they really said, hey, Gal, you're done. Like, no, you got your V-Gal. That's it. We're playing V-Gal. That's it. We're playing V-Gal. Maybe if K-Gal comes back and we can go back to K-Gal. But my God, they really said, F you, Gal. Like, that's, oh. And then continuing on with that, Foil Flingza, which deserves to have something good. It had Suck Bomb. We saw Suck Bomb in the trailer. And you know what they said? Ableist. Make it ableist too. Make it bad. The people are going to use this. They're never going to throw out Screen. Like, the only way I see Screen being good at this point is if there's some weird screen tech where you just point blank throw the screen at someone. Like, you just actively just use it to be obnoxious. Like, there's gonna be... Someone's gonna figure out a way to make Screen good because Foil Flingza is just bad. Like, it's... Like, it's heartbreaking. Like, I was so hyped when Flingza had a Suction Bomb. I was like, yes, it just needs a decent special. Like, it could have had Chumps. Like, if you're gonna give it a bad special, Chumps would have been fine. Like, Chumps aren't too bad. You know, you can play around Chumps. It could have given it, like, Bubble, which, you know, V-Roller has Bubble. You know, it could have given it so many other things. There were so many options, and you gave it Screen. You know what you could have did? You could have given Screen to Explo and given this Splashdown, and that would have been better for both weapons. Unironically, it would have been better for both weapons because at least it made sense. It would have made sense. My God. And it's not on here, but Explo got Wall Splashdown. What are you supposed to do with that? as a backline bucket. You do nothing. You throw out wall just, to, I guess, stop a Zuka shot and run away, and you hold on to splashdown for dear life, so that way if someone pushes you, you can panic splashdown. That's it. That's all Expo's useful for. Other than that, you're never picking it. You're never picking it unless they're always in your backline, and you just build up splashdown and you punish them for rushing you. My God, these weapons are so terrible. And they just killed Ringaling. They killed Dreadringer so hard right here. They said, here's Beacon and Wavebreaker. This is now the worst weapon in the game. Unironically, the worst weapon in the game. I was always like, Nova's a terrible weapon. Nope, this is right here. Because not only do you have the slowest fire rate, one of the slowest fire rates in the game, you will now just, if you don't hit your 90% and you don't have your team to back you up, you're absolutely screwed because you're getting shredded by every front line. You're getting shredded by basically anything else that has a faster fire rate than you. So Tri-Slosher, other buckets that, fight this, gone, dead, done. Any shooters, done. Even Umbrella, done, dead. You missed your 90, you're done. It's okay, you're done. You can't do anything. You don't have any subs, and your special's garbage. It's Wavebreaker. Like, we just play hopscotch. We just jump over it. We jump rope. That's it. That's it. This is now unironically the worst weapon in the game. Like, the weapon was already bad. It wasn't that good. Like, it's only good for zones. This has no liability now. This is dead on arrival again. They're just they're like, here's your weapons. Why aren't they using their weapons we gave them? I thought they would use their weapon. Like, I hope to God they rework some of these weapons. I understand. I'm not delusional. I understand, like, this has beacons. I understand that some of these weapons have to have other subs. Like, I know, I'm not just like, oh, everything should just have a splat, suction, burst bomb, marker, auto bomb. No, I get it. There needs to be the toxic mists. There needs to be the ink mines. There needs to be the walls. There needs to be the other subs. I get that. But why would you do that to specific weapons that struggle tremendously already? That is just stupid. And here we have Galugas with Point Sensor Zuka. They gave it Neo Machine's kit. You're picking Neo Machine over this 10 out of 10 times. I'm sorry. Buckets are just better. If you're a dually specialist, then I guess these are fine, but you're picking Neo Machine. This does get a half point because it has Zuka, but like, you're just, again, it's a dualies. Where's your sub? You're going to play aggressive and do what? Like, you're going to throw a point sensor and the enemy's going to go, oh, well, it's the dualies, so I'm going to just back up into my paint. So if they roll into me, they're going to roll into my paint and I'm going to kill them. Not to mention, Galugas has the slowest roll, I believe, out of all the dualies, so it's going to get punished to fuck. So yeah, you're just paint botting Zuka, but if you're going to paint bot Zuka, there's this cool weapon called Splatter Shot. Yeah, that thing. So I guess this gets half a point for Zuka, but like, Jesus Christ. And then they gave Nautilus, which is another saving grace. I know some Nautilus players and people are like, oh, it has Splashdown, it's bad. I think Splashdown's fine. It can cover zone. Splashdown's good for panic splashdown. I definitely find new Splashdown a little bit harder to Splashdown cancel than in S2. And also when you Splashdown, you still have the two other fists to worry about. So I think this is fine. It's okay. Nautilus and that Brella are the saving graces of this patch, and like, that's pushing it. Like, you're pushing it. A Brella pushing it, and a Nautilus with Splashdown. Like, that's pushing it. That's insane. Now, this all comes to fruition where it's just like, I don't care that these aren't comp viable. Like, not everything is going to be comp viable in the game. Like, that's fine. I don't care. I'm mostly a comp player. I grind X rank. I play Sendo Q. I play in tournaments. I do scrims. Like, that's me. I do that. Like, I don't need these weapons to be comp viable. But for the love of God, make these weapons fun. Like, none of these weapons are fun. Or like, only a couple of them are fun. I am not going to play the new dualies. Why? Because ink mines aren't fucking fun. And I don't feel like paint botting for Killer Whale to be able to fight people. And yeah, I have that longer shooting range, but it's just like, someone's just going to back up And if they're playing a Zuka weapon, they're gonna Zuka me. If they have a bubble, they're gonna put bubble down. There's so many other ways to just counteract these new dualies because they also only have one roll. They get one roll, and that's it. And then you have stuff like New Squiffer, which there's a lot of people who just don't like Zipcaster. Like, Zipcaster is just not fun to them, so they're not going to use New Squiffer. Then there's, Dreadringer. Why? Like, that weapon's just dead. It's garbage. It's disgusting. And then people have very strong opinions about Screen, so they're not going to use Screen, either because they don't want to, give someone a migraine or because Screen sucks. Like, none of these weapons are going to be fun to play. Like, Bubble is not fun to use. You go, I have a bubble, yay. Like, on the Nubrella, I throw down bubble, yay. Like, that's not fun. Like, that's just, I'm trying to survive. Like, I just put it down. Like, yeah, you can do some cool stuff. You take a fight, you throw a bubble down, whatever. You throw dart, get a kill, whatever. But, like, it's not that fun. And then you have Screen. Screen is not a fun special at all. Like, Screen is just a failure of a special. It is absolutely god-awful. So you have, it hurts people with disabilities because of the sound and the visual effects. It's bad in general because you can just run through it and still see people. So if you don't suffer from disabilities, what you do with that special is you literally can just run through it, paint your feet, and kill people. Like, that's it. That's all you got to do with that special. And also, it blocks your vision, so you hinder your team's vision and the enemy team's vision. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. It cancels out all information you can receive. It moves slow. It does nothing. Screen is a failure of a special that should honestly just either be reworked or removed from the game. That's it. And then also we got Zuka in this patch. I hate Zuka with a passion. It is the most inconsistent special ever. It's either mega busted or I shoot it at someone, and because the hitboxes are so broken, they just can stand there and just tank a Zuka shot like they didn't even get hit. Like they're Jesus Christ just running at me with their fucking whatever. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool, great. And then I just die. Like, that's awesome. And then we have Splashdown on Nautilus, which Splashdown I think is pretty fun. Like, it's the most fun special here that we have. And then there's Zipcaster, which only like half of the player base finds special, or it's not special, fun anyways. So it's like, these weapons aren't even fun. Like, Wavebreaker's not fun. Oh yeah, I make my enemy team jump rope. Like, none of these are fun. Like, the diversity in specials here is just garbage. There could have been way more diversity in special. We could have another crab weapon. Like, we got Zuka, but at what cost on a dualies with a no bomb? Like, Galugas could have been something right here, but they're not. So it's just like, alright, we have none of the fun specials. There's no, crab, kraken, just nothing really giving us oomph here this patch. And like, honestly, the only two weapons left that aren't out right now, Hydra and Range Blaster. And those weapons better be out of their mind. Like, on Range Blaster better have, like, crab splat burst bomb. Better have something. Better have that burst bomb and just something good. Kraken, crab, tri-strike, Zuka. It better have something. Missiles even. Burst bomb missiles. Bring back custom Range Blaster with burst bomb missiles. My god. And Hydra better have a kit that counters all of its counters. Hydra better have a Zuka or something, or a crab. Like, that's what Hydra needs. It better have a kit to counter its counters. But my god, this weapon lineup's disappointing. Comp-wise, whatever. New map looks fun. It looks like a better version of Anchovy, so like, that's whatever. New Samurai map looks fantastic. The aesthetic, how it's designed, looks pretty fun. Looks great. The new Splatfest changes that we've been crying for years. Good. A new Splatfest gimmick. Thank you. But other than like those three things and like two of these weapons, this season's ass. This is the season of trash. Like, I was thinking the other day, I was like, I should do a tier list on what season is the best and the worst. This is the worst season. This is definitely the worst season, hands down. And the fact that they haven't announced a new map, which they really should, like the new map better be like a goated rework map. Like we better have the Reef. We better have Gobi. Like we better have something. Salt Spray Rig. Just something good. A goated reworked map. And if they rework a S1 map, they better not make it as terrible as fucking Bluefin. My god. But anyways, those are my thoughts. That's the new season. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or just subscribe. Just only subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.